Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Kerbal Speed Program. My name is Jim, and after that epic 4-part series of moon missions, we're finally ready to move on and do something different and exciting. Let's take a look in the VAB, see what kind of parts we have. Standard capsules, 3-man capsule now. Lander can, some of the bigger engines. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to capture an asteroid. Let's first take a look at our situation out here. Let's see, we attract 1. Yeah, I think that's the one. And that's going to intersect Kerbal Sphere of Influence over there. It's going to miss it by 51 million meters, so not a close pass, but that's good. It's a Class A asteroid. So it's nice and light, so we should be able to maneuver it around fairly easily. And about a quarter of a year before the intercept's a plenty of time. So what I want to do is I want to intercept it before it gets in the Kerbal Sphere of Influence so I can actually steer it around and get it to where I want it. And what I want to do is actually put it in orbit around Minmus. And we'll use that as the base structure for a Minmus station. And then we'll collect some more science off of Minmus. And then from there, we'll be able to get better parts to intersect more asteroids and then start landing them around different bodies. So anyway, back to the VAB. Alright, let's go ahead and, just for the heck of it, let's make this a 3-man capsule. Alright, what kind of parts do we have? So we do have our big orange tanks. So for our base of operations, utility, there's the grabbing unit. So let's go ahead and put that on the end of one of those. Alright. Now what we need to do is make this a docking port. So put that on, flip one of these around, and that way other things can be attached to it later. And I kind of like to always use one of these. I just want to put you down. Come on, let go, let go, let go. That's weird. I just want to, there you go, I just want to set him aside. Put one of those down. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Actually, I don't need something that big. Let's just do one of those. Get rid of that. That and that. Then, okay, so that's what. So now I can undock and go home with this capsule. So we need parachutes. Okay, we can get out the hatch. Make sure that's not blocked. Okay, now structural, we need a big one of those so that when we go back home we can detach that. We have our parachutes. And then for the main part of the tank, let's go with a standard orange tank. From there we need, let's see, what kind of engine? We can do nuclear engines. Can we do we have the, okay, 2 for 1. Tricoupler, quadcoupler, okay. I think all we need is a tricoupler. Go with nuclear engine option there. Now we need some maneuverability. see, center of mass for all that is way down there. Alright, we don't have the big, super big RCS tanks yet. So I think we can go with an assortment of these. Let's do one row up there, one row down here. And that's our basic shove asteroids around ship, but it still can get us home. And that's docking port. Let's put a couple of these on the side, and docking ports. Let's see, that's under utility, just in case we need to refuel or do other things with these ships. Come on. No, I think I know what I need to do. I need to guess that will work. Alright, so what else do I need on here? Oh, electricity, that's what I need. Alright, let's go with 1x6 or 2x3. Let's go with 2x3s. Let's do 4-way symmetry there. Alright, that's that now. We need to get this into a different stage. Let's go with these guys on the edge. Come on. There we go. Nope, that didn't work. It'd actually be... There we go. Alright, we'll strut that up in a second. That's what needs to get into orbit. And we have our little fuel ducts. So let's direct the fuel into the center tank. Strut this guy up. Oops. Alright, I think that will be sufficient. Let's just do one more. Down the interior there. Okay, there we go. That should be sufficient for that. Now the question is... maybe I need more fuel. So let's add come on, get. There we go, that's what I want. Alright, a little extra fuel, a little extra oomph. Thing is though, I can't create a stage under these, so I will need to go outwards yet again. Alright, structural stage. One there. And one there. Totally flying by the seat of my pants. Design I've not ever tried out before. I figure this is going to be fun. In the Jebediah Kerman sense of the word, fun. Alright, let's zoom out a bit. Because I have a design that's proven to get that kind of structure into orbit with the full orange tank of fuel, no problem. But what's the fun in just doing that over and over again? So let's try that. Get some... don't need rockets on those guys. Is this the big one? No, that's the small one. That's something else. There's the mainsail. Do I want the mainsail? I don't think so. I think the skippers might work just fine here, because it's just kind of these are really just boosters. So I'm going to run their fuel from one to the other, and then from there into these tanks, and from there into that tank. So semi-asparagus, not quite. Some strutting. Alright, that's that. I have to think about the staging here. Okay, so I have electricity. Oh, I don't have batteries. A few spare batteries to hold this extra charge. 100s, 400s. Alright, let's go with those down there. Oh, I know where I need struts. Between these tanks. And give it some structural rigidity from twisting. I think that will... we'll see if that's enough. We can escape. We do have an escape system, so we can stage out and escape if this goes completely south. Alright, we need these guys. Alright, so they're ready. What else am I missing? I'm missing something, aren't I? Let's save it. Let's see, Asteroid 1. Let's see, all the engines can fire, even though the nuclear ones aren't that efficient. Since the fuel is going towards the middle, that should be fine. But what I need to check is the staging of the other stuff. So these guys need to go out first. So that's these. And then those. And then those in the middle. And then that's for coming home. That was just manual undocking, parachutes, that's all fine. Okay, oh, one more thing. Some lights. Need to light up that asteroid. And let's make this one kind of purplish, so let's bring the green down. There we go. I wonder if you can kind of dim the whole thing, because these lights are so bright. Alright, okay, so we have lights, we have solar panels, we have extra dock in case we need to refuel it. We have our grabber. I think I am ready to call this ship complete. Alright, let's get our crew. Let's do... That's not Janoli. Okay, you can come along. Let's do Billy Bobless. He just came back from the moon, so he needs a rest. Gringlo, Bartley. Let's do Bartley and Rodbrett and Janoli. Alright, let's give this sucker a shot. You guys ready? What an unwieldy mess. I like how they all bob their heads to the one side. Alright, so let's Just gonna pull that down. I think, I'm just trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. I don't think so. Don't know if this will make it at all. Alright, I don't think we need full thrust, so let's go ahead and start off kind of there. Alright, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Get plenty of thrust. It's going to bring that down to 2/3. Probably because it could have used some reaction wheels, but these engines are all gimbling, so they'll drop away pretty quickly. Alright, first stage is ready. Brett is a little worried. So is Janoli. Bartley is semi-worried. Actually going a little fast. Let's slow down the rate of ascent here. Keep under 200 until we get to 10,000. Okay, drop those stages. Boost it up just a bit. Let's climb over 200 very slowly here. We're about to hit 10,000 and start a gravity turn. Things are looking pretty good so far. Big question is, will I have enough oomph when I get down to just the nuclear rockets? And will I have enough fuel to really go out and get that asteroid? Let's take a look at the map view. Alright, climbing nicely there. Just let that get up into space. Do 75,000. Alright. Check our fuel situation, not too bad. Yep, those are about half full, those should be empty. So we'll have some good thrust to get us into orbit. Let's go and roll this over to the horizon. And slow that down. Almost into space. Start that burn in about 50 seconds to apoapsis. Well, I said 50, but I got distracted and waited until 35. That's not too bad. It is going away from us. And fuel looks pretty good. Alright, almost out of our big tanks here. But we don't need that much more of Delta V to get into orbit. Flip those around. 74 and 90, that's not too bad. Alright, so we are in orbit. We have just a touch of fuel left in those tanks, so we'll go ahead and use that for a burn. Okay, now we have to plan how we're going to get out to this asteroid. Alright, the question is, what I need to do is I need to kind of meet it out here somewhere. It's below, it's to the south of our plane. So I kind of need to burn that way a little bit. Let's see, I kind of want to intersect it somewhere there. So what I need to do is, instead of a straight burn, when I escape from Kerbin, Kerbin's going 9,000 meters per second. Yeah, see, that's what it's doing right now. So it's just outside of Minmus's orbit. But what I want to do is I want to get to it out here somewhere. So what I need to do is burn way over here somewhere and shoot my orbit out this way. And that's actually pretty darn close. But still, the plane difference is the big thing. So if I also do some of this, 271, it's not really affecting my own inclination out there. And that's the big issue. I should have done like a polar orbit and then extended it southward. So I really don't need that. Let's go and bring that back. Not yet. Alright, so let's go and make that burn. Alright, we have 3 minutes to it. It says 11 seconds, but that's counting the big engines. I don't have those. I have the 3 nuclear engines. Let's go ahead and start this burn right now. Okay, those guys. Let's drop the big tanks. A little bit of bumpity, but nothing broke, so that's fine. Yep, 3-minute burn there. Let's go ahead and slow this down. So I want a little half the burn on one side, half on the other. Let's take another look at our map view. Yeah, because one of the concepts of escaping the sphere of influence is because Kerbin's going 9,000 meters per second, and we need about 1,000 meters per second to escape. We're only adding that to whatever Kerbin's orbit is, so it's only a 10% difference. So you really are going to end, if you just barely escape Kerbin, you're pretty much going to end up in the same orbit as Kerbin. In this case, since we started on this side, we shot out, we are adding energy to the orbit, so we swing out a little wider than Kerbin, but it's pretty much the same. So to change it, you really are fighting against that 9,000 meters per second, not against the 2,300 that the original orbit was going at. So to get down here and meet this asteroid, we have to do a plane change against the velocity of 9,000 meters per second. Not against 2,300, or even if I extended it out to a slow, wide orbit, I really wouldn't be affecting myself enough to shoot down this way very effectively. Alright, let's move in here. Yeah, we still have plenty of altitude. That's one of the things I'm kind of worried about. Let's clear the screen and get a nice screenshot or two. There's a kind of dramatic shot. Alright, there's some prettiness to use later. Okay, another minute or so of this burn. I'm really not worried about the accuracy of this, because I'm going to do a lot of adjusting once I escape Kerbin's sphere of influence. Because I want to actually get away so I can actually make these changes and be more directly involved in, creating the kind of intercept I need. Good thing I added 3 of those engines. One of them would have been a little tough. Alright, we're almost about half, energy-wise, about most of the way to the moon. This will really start extending quickly pretty soon here. I think we can go ahead and open that throttle up all the way now. Kerbin escapes. That means it's going slower than Kerbin. Oh, I had an encounter there. Alright, now we're going to get out of the Kerbin system really quickly here. Actually go ahead and cut that. And let's see how this affects it. Nope, we're getting away again, so let's go ahead and cut it there. Speed up so we get out of Kerbin's sphere of influence. That's weird. It's showing it's going to come back into Kerbin's sphere of influence, and I don't want that. Yeah, I'm slowing down, so I'm just barely... Alright, so as you see, we're now going 9,400 meters per second in relationship to the Sun, which, like I said, is essentially Kerbin's velocity. Now, I need to definitely burn south. Now, let's see what this does to that. Okay, that's closer. And closer. Can I get this to stay? Nope. Alright, 108,000 kilometers. The good thing is the descending node is right there. That means, plane-wise, I'm in the right place. So now I need to kind of look at it from this angle. And probably... So I need to adjust one of these. Target position... my position. So that looks like I'm a little ahead of it. So I want to, let's see, what is it right now? 108 million, or 108,000 kilometers. That made 111. That made it 78. Okay, so this is the correct... So I'm adjusting the time. So when I pull this way, I'm meeting it sooner. And when I pull this way, I'm meeting it later. 45. 42. 43. Okay, so I kind of lost... So 42 is as close as I'm getting it now. But I did move it away from the descending node, so now I want to pull it south again. And pull that descending node back towards the intersect. Okay, that's pretty close. See, now I'm down to 22,000. That's nice. Let's try just a little bit more. 22,295. Okay, now I'm going away again. But that means I can pull this again. 14. 12. 11. 14 again. Okay, farther away. Let's do a little bit more of this. 15. So that didn't help this time. 24. Nope. 14. I was down to 11 at some point. 14. 19. 12. 10. 7. 6. Do I hear 5? Nope, 7 again. Alright. That's pretty darn good. Six, 4, 3, 3. Nope, and 6 again. Alright, that's pretty good. It's only 270 meters per second. Let's see... 33. So that's 3 million meters, which is well within, a third of the distance between Kerbin and the Moon. So I like that. That's only 270 meters per second. That's not bad at all. I do want to get to it well before Kerbin's orbit. Let's go halfway there and then make another maneuver node. So, yes, go 1 time speed there. Hour away, but essentially, once you get into interplanetary space, hours really don't make that much of a difference. Take a look at... Yep, there's Kerbin. And Moon. And probably Minmus somewhere on the screen. I don't see it. And our burn is almost over. Let's go ahead and cut. Get rid of that. Take a look at the map again. 4 million. Let's bring this down until it starts going up again. 46. Oh, no, going back up again. Okay, so let's go, like I said, about halfway. Let's go around to around there. Just to see how far away that is. 13 days. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 days. Alright, let's start playing around with this maneuver node. So, 4663. We kind of see what... I wish you could center on a maneuver node. That would be really... or a intersect. So you can kind of see what is really going on. Okay, so our descending node is happening a little bit before, which is not good. It should happen right at the intersect. So down brings it this way, up brings it that way. So let's start by going up a little bit. 4 million, 39, 36. Oh, then we lost it again. Okay, 36 is as good as that gets. Alright, let's now see what... Oops, do not want to get rid of that. Let's see what these others do. So 36, 98, 35, 32, 29, 26, and 34. Okay, 26, 21, 22, 21. Alright, now let's see what these do. So 21. Nope, 36, so that was not a good choice. There we go, 1574. 254 kilometers, that is... Whoa, that went up to 24 almost immediately. 381, 338, 248, 244, 242. Alright, that was almost within whispering distance there. Especially considering how far away we still are from Kerbin at that point. But let's try a little bit more. 242. Nope, that failed. That failed. Wish you could kind of cancel out what you just did, kind of undo for each of these little maneuvers. That's my official request for the next update. An undo on each of these little adjustments. 343. Okay, I'm gonna live with that. And it's only 7.4 meters per second. Look at that. That is a small burn. Question is, where is it on this ball? Come on, you gotta be on here somewhere. There you are. Oh, you know what I've forgotten to do? I will do so as soon as I get on the blue marker. And I kind of got lucky on this mission because I did forget it. Okay, blue marker. As I forgot to extend the solar panels. There we go. Let's just turn the lights really quickly. You can see the purple glow there on the... That's kind of cool. Let's leave those off for now, though. We don't need that. Have a purple asteroid once we get there. Alright, 3 hours. Let's go ahead and do it in the right place since this was such a finicky... Oh, not so much for that. Overshot it. Bam. Alright, let's see what we got. 419 kilometers. Nope, that's getting even smaller, so let's keep going. I think that bottomed out. Yep, that bottomed out. Alright, but that's pretty darn good. Okay, let's go ahead and get close to it. And we'll do just like we do for a docking maneuver. We'll zero out our relative velocities, and then start closing in on it. And like I said, this was still plenty of time to grab it somewhere along this path and then start influencing it around Kerbin. So 14 days. Okay, so we got to zero out about 1,000 meters per second. That's pretty interesting. 4 hours away. And we're not that far away from another object. 49 minutes away. And we can actually kind of play, let's do just a little bit of playing around. Orbit. While we're still... It's 2,000 kilometers away now. Okay, so let's get on retrograde and prograde. And we'll run a little test. Okay, so RCS forward. Okay, that does close the distance. Now we can use the engines. See if we can get this below 100 kilometers. Still going down. Still going down. Slowing down though. 0, 9. Okay, so that stopped there. Okay, the next test is we want to face either towards the sun or away from the sun. So that's at the pole of the nav ball. Alright, and again, going to take our RCS, so forward. So forward does lower it, so let's go, let's try that. It is lowering it, but not by very much. Nope, that went back up again. So that is not having much of an effect. The other thing to do is go north-south. Okay, so facing north. Okay, RCS. Okay, north does lower it, so let's see what that does. Okay, that's lowering it pretty quickly. So I think this is our best bet for... Nope, that started going down again. Okay, so we are not having really a direct effect. But like I said, let's go ahead and go right up to... Let's go ahead and do the intersect. So we have to cancel out 2.3 degrees of inclination. Okay, and our target, the 1,000 meters per second is the difference between what we're traveling and what it's traveling. So we have to cancel that out, and then we have to do a bunch of maneuvers. And then we have to go 200 kilometers towards it. Distance 188. 189, we're actually closer. Why is this showing intersect if we're actually going away from it? So let's go ahead and cancel out our velocity right now. Let's get that back just a little bit so we don't get that overheating. We're 37 days from encounter. So right now we're changing our orbit to match this asteroid's orbit. Of course, doing that should, of course, bring those intersects together. And we're using a decent amount of fuel. I guess what I really should do is utilize a jump cut, but we're almost there. I haven't done one yet this episode, so let's have one episode without a jump cut. But as soon as I get here, this will be the end of this episode, and we'll continue this asteroid quest in the next one. So let's just go ahead and finish off our burn. And then next episode we'll do the rendezvous, the manipulation, and get it around the orbit of Minmus. So 200 meters per second away from zeroing out our velocity. As you can see, our next orbit intersect is actually getting really close, which is another sign that our orbits are close. Alright, almost there. And bam. Let's just bring that, because we do have to get closer to it, so. Alright, so we are now heading towards it again. And that will do it for this episode. This has been episode 11 of Kerbal Speed Program. My name is Jim. I want to thank you for joining me. Have a great day.